Are cryptocurrencies a store of value? A resource, money, or commodity that retains its worth over time is referred to as a store of value. If an object's worth is either constant over time or increases with time but does not decline, it would be regarded as a store of value. A thing is regarded as a good store of value if it can be kept and exchanged for money in the future without losing value. A variety of goods are regarded as stores of worth due to their divisibility, sturdiness, and mobility. Understanding store of value. In essence, a store of value can be any asset, currency, or commodity that can safely be turned into another at a later time. A store of value must be able to be saved, retrieved, and exchanged while retaining its worth in order for it to meet certain requirements. A store of value is based on the idea that people avoid risk, and prices will remain stable as long as there is ongoing demand for the underlying good. As an example, gold, oil, and precious metals are considered stores of value since they provide utility because of their extremely long shelf lives and because they retain their worth. Because they produce income while keeping value, interest-bearing assets also meet the criteria for being stores of value. Moreover, a perishable good like milk is a bad store of value since it'll eventually go bad and become useless. Cryptocurrencies as a store of value. Throughout much of history, several commodities served as money. Due to their inherent worth, mobility, and durability, trade agents first employed assets and commodity like gold as exchange mediums. Similar to this, digital currencies like Bitcoin and Ethereum may be thought of as reliable stores of value. They are an excellent store of value because of their qualities, which include scarcity, divisibility, a decentralized security network, and the ability to hold value transfers. Despite not having any real-world uses like gold or other metals, Bitcoin has naturally developed into a store of value because of its stability and scarcity. The entire quantity of Bitcoin is limited to 21 million, and it will never go over that number. Due to the presence of a worldwide network of nodes and miners, Bitcoin is also a decentralized digital asset that operates independently of central banks or governments. This increases the security of Bitcoin while also giving consumers a certain amount of anonymity. A useful store of value should be able to be converted as needed and act as a medium of exchange. Due to its fungibility, mobility, divisibility, and broad acceptance, Bitcoin is exchangeable. Here are several reasons that prove Bitcoin is a superior store of value versus gold or other precious metals. Why Bitcoin is a good store of value? The scarcity of gold, oil, and precious metals is profound. Their extraction is expensive and time-consuming. Growing their supply is therefore challenging. Bitcoin, though, is more scarce since no more than 21 million Bitcoins will ever exist, and no new ones will be created beyond the year 2140. A second characteristic of a reliable store of value is fungibility, which is the term used to describe the ability to be interchangeable. Although oil, gold, and other precious metals are often fungible, they may include contaminants that diminish their fungibility. Without sophisticated technology, it's difficult for an individual to check their purity. Bitcoin, on the other hand, is always fungible. More importantly, a single Bitcoin cannot be counterfeited and is identical to every other Bitcoin. To make the transfer of value more accurate, a store of value should be readily broken into smaller pieces. Gold, oil, and precious metals fall short in this area. Bitcoin, on the other hand, has an endless number of division. Storage is another important factor when comparing Bitcoin to other value stores like gold and oil. Oil, gold, and other valuable metals must be stored in a physical location with high security, etc. Bitcoin, in contrast, has no such requirements. Whatever its value, Bitcoin can be stored on a flash drive, online, or both, and accessed from any location in the world with an internet connection. This leads us to its portability, which is a key consideration when it comes to a store of value. Compared to Bitcoin transactions, the transportation of gold and oil requires less time and resources. Although it appears like Bitcoin is becoming the new world's primary store of wealth, it's crucial to note that there are several regulatory concerns with this, and only time will tell how they play out. Aside from Bitcoin, another good store of value in the crypto realm is NFTs, which are significantly more rare because there will only ever be one of them. NFTs as a store of value. Over the past several years, cryptocurrencies have grown in popularity. It can be used to shop for a wide range of products and services, including the extravagant Tesla and the everyday smartphone bill. Although somewhat erratic, cryptocurrency has a proven value as an investment. But how different from our daily lives do cryptocurrencies actually seem to be? Even stablecoins can be supported by collateralized fiat currency, the sort that we all use and that governments support, as well as more physical things. We are all used to money that's not even backed by a gold standard. But what distinguishes a cryptocurrency from a non-fungible token specifically is what gives the latter both greater and less value. An NFT is more valuable in that it stands for something special, as opposed to a cryptocurrency, which may be exchanged for another item of its sort. What is experienced with NFT art, particularly in a virtual gallery, is not fundamentally unique from what is seen in a physical museum. An original, non-fungible token can be purchased and sold with the help of a digital certificate of ownership that's supported by a piece of code, which is guaranteed to be unique and doesn't need a long chain of provenance. Even the relatively high degree of unpredictability in an NFT's value can contribute to the attractiveness of NFT art and other more exotic NFTs. Conclusion. The greatest assets for storing value are therefore those that are rare, attractive, and can disregard the negative impacts of inflation on an economy over a lengthy period of time. When considering a cryptocurrency as a store of value, you should consider how well established the coin's network is and what type of long-term demand it will see. It's also important to take the network's security into account. In this situation, Bitcoin is by far the most secure, and more people trust it than any other cryptocurrency.